Hello and welcome to Thought for March the 4th. Our readings are Leviticus chapters 9 and 10, Psalm 108 and 109, and 2 Corinthians chapters 1 and 2. And our thought is, For we are the aroma of Christ. Modern manufacturing and advertising salesmanship has become very ingenious in what they produce and encourage the public to buy. At least that is so in what we call the Western world. Many of these things are far from essential. For example, the inexpensive things that are promoted to make us smell nice, to create pleasing aromas of various kinds. This thought came to our minds as we read the opening chapters of Paul's second letter to the Corinthians. Paul, after his strictures in his first letter about the aspects of their behaviour, has a number of positive, encouraging things to say. He writes, I made up mine not to make any painful visit to you. And then he adds, I wrote to you out of much affliction and anguish of heart, and with many tears, not to cause you pain, but to let you know the abundant love I have for you. Verse 4 of chapter 2. This is the spirit of a parent in dealing with a wayward child they still love. When there is need for deserved words and even actions of disapproval, all such must be done in a loving spirit. Paul says, Thanks be to God who through us spreads the fragrance of the knowledge of him everywhere. For we are the aroma of Christ to God among those who are being saved. Verses 14 and 15. What great examples of a loving attitude should we be toward one another, even when we feel the need to point out behaviour that is not good. It is essential that we do this with a loving spirit. But what of others who despise and even sneer at the name of Christ? Well, Paul says, we are also the aroma of Christ, among those who are perishing, to one a fragrance from death to death, and to the other a fragrance from life to life. Verses 15 to 16. Jesus said, As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. John 9 verse 5. True believers represent Christ in this world and must do their best to be both a light and an aroma that is evident in the increasing darkness around us. Well, thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, as we know that Word is a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.